it's Juliet again, and I'm continuing with how to teach you to improvise. Even if you don't know much about music theory or even about playing the piano, you can learn how to improvise. Most of the music we listen to these days, in fact, are based on chords that are played repeatedly, and then people or the musicians just vary what they play above it. So I hope this will help you. And this is Alexander's improvisation. He loves playing the piano usually, but he's a bit camera shy. I said that I would show you a little bit more of how to improvise. Now, most of the songs you listen to, as I said just now, they are based on 3 chords very often. Now, we've been working with the chord on C. Chord. Sometimes we say chord, sometimes we say triad. We really should say triad because it's 3 notes. But sometimes that can be made into a chord. We've been working on C, and then F, and then G. And I started teaching you how to play just chord C, just the chord, and then how to start improvising with your right hand a little bit. And I taught you yesterday, use those 3 notes that you're using here, but put a rhythm to it. Right, and then same chord 4. So that's what I did yesterday. And now I want to show you to still use the same chords, triads in the left hand. And I want you to use those 3 notes and use that note as well. So something like this. Improvise. Try it out. And same on chord 4. 5. Of course, when I say 5, it's based on the 5th note. So you try that. And then you add perhaps another rhythm. And that's very, very basic improvisation. And if you do this on the guitar, by the way, chord A and chord D and chord E would be very similar to that. Chord A, but it's more difficult to see here because it's got a black note. That's D and that's E. Now, once you can do this and you can improvise with your right hand, you can add even more notes, but you must try and base it on these. So you can basically do what you want to. First, just stay within the compass. In other words, the compass from here to here of these. Something like this. two notes together. And I used a black note here and there, which is a chromatic note. So once you can do that, you can take your left hand and instead of just playing this, you can play what we call a walking bass. So you play this. Same notes, C, E, G. And then you add A and B flat. And it sounds like this. And you repeat it. And then you do the same on F. So it has a black note there, C, F has a black note there, and then when you get your chord 5, the intervals are such that you don't need a black note. You just play this. You can hear this sounds similar to this. So now you can use the same chords in the right hand, or the same kind of improvisation, while you're doing the walking bass in the left hand. And 4, 1, and 5, 4, that happens to be the 12-bar blues, and a lot of Elvis songs are based on that. You use chord 1, chord 4, chord 1, chord 5, 4 and 1, something like this. Chord 1, chord 5, 4, and then the same. It's always good to end off an improvisation by doing something like that. And it's even better to do this when people really think you know what you're doing. I hope you enjoyed this and watch my next video on improvisation.